Hello and welcome to another Wraggys Beers, Wines and Spirits review. Today I'm reviewing a cider. This is a cider from a company called Woodmans Cider, made in the heart of the Vale of Belvoir. The Vale of Belvoir comprises of, try and get this right, parts of Leicestershire, Derbyshire, Nottinghamshire. So, it's an area of land around those areas. Bingham in Nottinghamshire is actually considered part of the Vale of Belvoir. So yeah, this is Woodmans Cider, hand-pressed traditional cider. It's available at adventurebeer.co.uk and a lot of other places. The variety today is Ash. It's a 7.2%, so early doors really for that, but I picked it up. So made using traditional cider and heritage apples from across the Vale. And Woodmans Cider, the Granary Barn, Sutton cum Granby, NG13 9QA. And there we go. So I picked this up at the Hucknall Food and Drink Festival the other week. A festival it was the inaugural one. And I do think it's worth them doing a twice yearly festival. Certainly one at Christmas. A couple of weeks before Christmas. I think that would be an essential thing to do. Have mulled cider, warm food, entertainment, bit of something going on, and showcase Hucknall. And I shall be going up against it if that was the case. I know these things take some organisation, but if it's good for the local communities, then it's good. I'm from Nottingham, so Nottingham and Hucknall are both next door to each other, basically. So yeah, we'll call it a golden looking pour, quite still. If you look inside, you can actually see the haziness in this. Now remember, this is handmade cider, not the stuff from supermarkets, which is filtered and the flavour's gone before you even get a chance to drink it. So, as you'd expect, a beautiful strong apple aroma. Right, everyone, let's dive in. I've got a stinking cold. Came on last night. I felt awful last night, and I've had a right day at work. You know, when you don't want to be at work, but you've still got to pull your weight. Whoa, that's got some twang to it. Oh. Initially, I'm finding it quite dry, twangy. Yes, very drying, very drying. Interesting to see how this reacts with my throat that's a bit dry. Now I picked 4 different flavours of this, and so I've got a few more to review over the coming months. I'm obviously trying to fit reviews in at the moment. I'm trying to go back to a 3-a-day format because I'm struggling getting all the beer reviews in, and obviously I've started doing pub reviews as well, so just getting as much in as possible over a day. But the channel's growing slowly, and I'm focusing, putting a lot of effort into locals, which is obviously coming from Nottingham. It's something that I like to do. But also not forgetting the supermarket people who buy supermarket beers, and there's people who buy more extravagant beers. So trying to cater for the masses. Whilst also trying to chuck a bit of homebrew in at some stage, and the odd wine. And yeah, it is what it is with reviews. So my taste buds are alright, so it's not COVID. But certainly giving me a walloping. Wife's the same, she's rough with it. Little ones had it last week, little grandchildren, so it's one of them short blasts that make you feel ill. So enjoying this now. Enjoying the taste. Yeah, it's a still cider, so it's bags of flavour in this. Obviously I can't tell you about the flavour more than just from what I can say really. Very comparable, if not better, than anything you can get in supermarkets. Like I say, the mass-produced stuff isn't as good as the stuff you get from the smaller breweries. It's as simple as that. Especially people that sell the likes of a certain S word cider that's out there, you know. And obviously whilst buying this, you're supporting local, which is always a cracking thing to do, you know. And these guys, both these and Torquard Cider, who was at the Ucknall Food and Drink Festival, they were selling through loads of their ciders. I think they could have made a killing that day, just by the amount of people that were around. And I'll tell you this much. I thought someone was shouting me. Because I went down, if they'd have had all their range there, I'd have bought the whole range. You know, because for me, if it's something I've not reviewed before, then I need it. It's one of those things. It's a review thing, isn't it? You know. Oh. So yeah, very drying. I'm loving the flavour. Loving the dryness and the twanginess on this one. Will I get every flavour as good as some people who drink cider more regular than me and know their ciders and their apple varieties? No, I won't, you know. And I make no bones about that when I do beer reviews or cider reviews. You know, I can only see it as I see it. I can't compare myself to anybody else. And I wouldn't anyway. It's as simple as that. You know, you are what you are. I pretty much put myself as the man in the street. You know, someone who's just a normal drinker, who's not a connoisseur, who picks out every little fine. You know, iota out of beers, but what I do bring to the table, I hope, is the fact that I talk sense sometimes. And you know, I generally get what the intention is generally. That twang, really good twang to the taste. A definite dryness. 7.2%. You never guessed. You would not guess this was 7.2. I'd have said about a 5 personally. So yeah, hazy gold pour. Obvious apple on the nose, twangy apple, dry, easy drinking, very easy going, and as you can see, it's gone down quite quickly. Certainly help quench your thirst. Full of apple flavour around the mouth. Would I drink this again? Was the question I asked. Yes. Out of 5 for me, a good 4.1 out of 5. Yeah, enjoyed that. And that is ash. I think all the ciders are named after trees. Ash, which is, if memory serves me correctly, Fraxinus excelsior, Latin name. And yeah, and that's it for this cider review. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you soon. Not in this shed though, because it's too warm. Cheers.